Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. In this video, we'll be solving some questions related to indices. So let's say we have 2 to the power x plus 1 plus 2 to the power x plus 2 plus 2 to the power x plus 3 equals to 448. So how do we solve this or find the value of x? So it's pretty simple. The first thing that we are going to do is we are going to break these powers, okay? And the law that we'll be using is if you have something like x to the power a dot x to the power b, then we can write this as x to the power a plus b, right? So if you have something like x to the power a plus b, we can do the reverse thing. We can write that as x to the power a dot x to the power b. And that's what we are going to do here. So we have 2 to the power x plus 1. We can write this as 2 to the power x dot 2 to the power 1 plus, again, we have the same kind of scenario. So we have 2 to the power x plus 2. We can write this as 2 to the power x dot 2 to the power 2 plus, we have 2 to the power x dot 2 to the power 3 equals to 448. Now what we're going to do is we are going to take 2 to the power x common from these three terms, okay? So we get 2 to the power x as common, and in the bracket we have 2 to the power 1, which is basically 2, right? Plus we have 2 to the square, which is 4, plus we have 2 cube remaining here, right? Which is 8 equals to 448. Now we can write this as 2 to the power x times 2 plus 4 plus 8 is 10 plus 4, 14, right? So we can write that as 14 equals to 448. And then when we move that 14 to the other side, what it becomes is that multiply becomes divide. We get 448 divided by 14, right? And then we have 2 to the power x equals to 448 divided by 14 is, let's see, 2 times 7 is 14, 2 times 2, 4 is 448, 7 1s are 7, 7 3s are 21, 2s are 14. So we get 32 over here, right? And then we can do 2 to the power x equals to 32 is 2 to the power 5. We can find that out by prime factorizing this 32 like this, right? 2 times 16 is 32, 2 times 8 is 16, 2 times 4 is 8, and 2 times 2 is 4. So it's 2 to the power 5, okay? And then when we have same basis, the powers are equal, right? So we get x equals to 5. And then we have solved our question. Now let's do another similar one, okay? So let's say we have 4 to the power x plus 1 minus 8 times 4 to the power x minus 1 equals to 32. Now we can solve this in the similar way that we did our first one, okay? So first we're going to separate these powers, right? So we get 4 to the power x dot 4 to the power 1 minus, we have our 8. We can write this multiply as dot, and then we have our 4 to the power x dot. We can write that as 4 to the power minus 1, okay? I'm separating this, equals to, we have our 32 over here. Again, we are going to take this 4 to the power x and 4 to the power x common, and then we get 4 to the power x as our common. In bracket, we get 4 to the power 1, which is 4, minus, we have 8 dot 4 to the power minus 1. Now there is a law, right? When we move this 4 to the power minus 1 in the denominator, right? Like 1 divided by 4, then that minus 1 becomes plus 1. And then we close our bracket equals to 32. Now we can solve this thing inside our bracket. So we have our 4 to the power x, bracket close, 4 minus 8 divided by 4, okay? This is going to be 2, so let's just write that as 2, and then we have our equals to 32. Now we can just simply subtract that 4 minus 2, so we have 4 to the power x times 4 minus 2 is 2 equals to 32. Now we have our 4x over here, and we are moving that 2 to the other side, so it becomes 32 divided by 2, and we get 4 to the power x equals to 32 divided by 2 is 16, and we have 4 to the power x equals to 16 is the square of 4, and therefore we have x is equal to 2. So we have same base, so the powers are equal, and then we have found the value of x. So in this way we can easily solve these type of questions. If you liked our video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for future maths videos. Thank you.